Yow! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. So here we are again with Croatia versus the Netherlands. This is our second map. This is Payload Waste, and I've seen Waste a lot of different ways. There's a King of the Hill Waste. There's a Control Point Waste, and players are actually even too talking about some of the Croatian players saying that they had to download this map when they were joining here. I'm the same way as well, and I wasn't sure what to expect out of this. I wasn't sure if it was, you know, the map cut in half and then the carts, you know, going in one direction, but it appears that the cart is in the middle, and this is a tug of war kind of payload race style, which is very cool, and I think will work out great for this map. Let's look at the map a little bit. If you play the MGE one-on-one deathmatch mod, and you are familiar with Waste Middle, very pretty cool here. You know, you kind of got some upper sections, control the heights, weird little side area over there that's got a bottle, but I don't know, kind of an odd location. Then you know, this upper area leads over here, which is kind of the yard heading into 2. Down low over here wraps up back to the middle, and then these are the two entrances in towards what normally in a control point version is the second control point, capture point. This is the side flank, you know, that's the other door, also one of the forward spawns, excuse me, and then there's a drop down that leads you into the water right over here. Sorry, a little clipping through the map. And then there's this upper area here. This is where the second capture point normally is in the 5 CPs, and I guess that is what leads to forward spawns in this map. Then there's just this upper area, you know, helpful for defense, but offense can get up through this side to kind of provide some flank pressure. This upper area leads back to the spawn points. Stylish heavy there. And this is the spawn area, the last control point in a regular 5 CP version of this map. And this upper area is pretty cool. You got back stairs over there that you got to climb up. I think there's some other maps that are kind of like this. I'm trying to think of. Well, is similar in some ways, but maybe I'm just having flashbacks to when Waste was actually played in the North American League. Definitely a cool, interesting map, and let's see when we get started in here and how this payload tug of war works. I've been told it's a best of 3 format, but you know, maybe because of its structure, we're going to be playing it a little bit differently. Netherlands is going to be playing against Spain as their final group stage match. They're pretty excited about that. Looking forward to it. All right, a little bit of a break there. Wait for the players to get ready. I think we are about to start here. Just watching Lucky Luke in the pregame until we get rolling here. I want to give a big shout out to Lucky Luke and everything he does for XTV. You know, as busy as I am and everything that we try to accomplish, we couldn't accomplish nearly half of these things without Lucky Luke. He's just been a really great editor. He's very talented, very skilled, and puts a lot of work in. So definitely want to give a shout out to Lucky Luke. You know, he's responsible for editing the top 10s, the eXtelevisions, and the TF2 mix-up matches, which those coverages of the most recent one that was for charity with Notch and a ton of other celebrities, that coverage is coming out soon. You know, just had some delays with getting the commentary down and stuff, but definitely got a lot of love for Lucky Luke, and looking forward to meeting him at I-46 as well as a bunch of other people. And had a bit of a discussion with Lucky Luke about what actually was the win limit. I think they're still maybe figuring it out. You know, people weren't really sure of what this map was and what to expect out of this map. So there we go. Okay, server win limit was changed to 3. So best of 5. You know, it seems like almost setting a 30 minutes timer would work on this as well, playing it like a CP map. But it's kind of a weird map. So we'll see how it goes down. Always enjoy watching new maps. It's definitely one of the fun things about TF2. One of the reasons why I like doing external third-person perspecting or spectating for coverages is I find it's easier to navigate the architecture and get used to it as a spectator. And that's one thing that's really important, you know, and why, you know, playing Badlands all the time, playing Granary all the times is kind of a good thing, because, you know, spectators, people who may not be experienced with TF2, might not spend a lot of time in Goalie Wash or Badlands. At least watching those same maps over and over again, they can understand more of the subtleties of what's going on with the action. You know, StarCraft 2 is a 2D space. RTSs are 2D spaces, and they're easier to watch and easier to process. But I think, like Quake, you know, one of the reasons why it's really hard to watch Quake, and why Quake hasn't taken off so much, is that it's hard to follow Quake. It's you know, you really need to know the map. Right now, though, let's see how this goes down, this tug of war on Payload Waste. We're going to watch Jeremy Joling kind of taking a slower rollout here. Yep. Oh, there is a setup time. Interesting. I was not expecting the setup time. Looks like doors are closed all over. Setup time is always really interesting, you know. Control Point Well, the only other kind of non-payload map that uses it. Probably a smart idea here. Will help all the classes get into position to start off the round. Wow, Lucky Luke getting a big snipe, taking that soldier out from the air. Gets the sentry gun as well. And pressure being thrown down by Red. They got the wrangled sentry. They're really trying to get a presence on the point. They're about to be allowed to push the cart. And looks like because of the structure of this map, the custom display is built in, red ×4 ×3. And the Wrangler helping to protect the cart with this demo man. They should be able to push it all the way down into the yard. Still going to call it that. And the spy going up top, called out. Pitar is doing well. I don't know if that's a completely new player or if I missed the player name changes as these players represent. And Red got ×1 on the cart. Have pushed it into the yard here. This is going to be really interesting because this is a cool map. And Blue, you know, this is not like a regular payload map. Blue's going to be able to push it back out. And actually, I think probably should be trying to push it a little bit closer into the choke here. And then try to take the middle area and move out. Red working around the side, though, has got great presence here. Only 3 up for Blue. Red should be able to push this into the doorway, in towards this second area. I'm really enjoying this concept a lot so far, and we will see how this concept of this map develops, and maybe whether some other maps could utilize it as well. Same format. Build a railroad up to the top of Spire, I say. And a good Uber by the heavy weapons guy here on Red. I'm not sure, I was busy watching the card, I'm not sure where they rotated through, but obviously they had a very nice flank there. Able to get some good kills on the Blue team. Blue heavy up top, nice position. Be able to take out the medic with ease. The sniper, oh, gets right on top of him. That was Lucky Luke going big. Oh, we got the cart. Cart is doing flips. Lucky Luke, huge machete chop there. Taking out that heavy. Doing what you gotta do, just getting right on top there. It's a good spy sneak around. Here we go. Oh, okay. Spotted out, called out by the flare gun shot. And that's kind of one of those psychological spy checks. He didn't hit him with the flare gun, but the spy instantly was like, "I'm gonna get out of here." And if that was your own teammate, he wouldn't care. Oh my God, I gotta check something right now. Oh, okay. The Righteous Bison being used, and you know, I'm a shotgun guy, so I can't give up my Righteous Bison. I really rely on my shotgun as a soldier. But, you know, if you're somebody who's used to playing gunboats or don't use your shotgun much, just stick with the rockets. In Highlander, the Righteous Bison, especially on a payload cart, can be very, very effective. And the cart has been pushed out a little bit by the blue team, but they're going to have to get a pretty big swing to push it from here back to the middle and get into an attacking position again. Great snipe by Luke. Takes out the heavy. And that kind of diffused blue team quite a bit there. They were getting pretty pushy and in a good position. Oh, but a crit must have been off of some Girardi thrown in there. So Luke, again, helping his team out. And a huge clear out by red team. They're going to be pushing this cart. You know, they got to remember ×3 is what you always want. So could be pushing this cart a little bit faster. Sandman's out as well, so some unusual weapons from blue team. Red just so far pushed up right now. Very dominant on this round. And once they got that cart rolling, you know, they got slowed down for a little bit outside the second point, but just wasn't going to be turned around by the blue team. They were trying to flip that cart over, trying to get it moving in the opposite direction, but could not be done. Oh, so again, cart getting put on the middle.
Mission begins in 30 seconds.
And Ivo Kanadar whipping his team forward. As we mentioned, though, setup time in effect. So maybe, you know, maybe could have used a different unlock there. But I do got to say, the disciplinary action, you know, I wish it was allowed in the sixes leagues, and you really saw the pocket soldier using it a lot, mainly because of the dynamics with that, and just seeing soldiers that are really good. You know, if you're going to run the whip, you could just turn around and whip your medic. It's a team play aspect of having the medic in range. I really like this disciplinary action. Blue gets a snipe to start things off, and that is against the medic. Skeege looks like he got sniped right there, and I'm sure the sniper was lined up across the way. That's big. They got this first Uber. They're going to use it to presence around the cart. Maybe could have gotten a little bit more there with the Uber charge, but still, they've taken control of the cart. They're pushing it like madmen. Lucky Luke, nice snipe. Gets Peter. Sorry, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I had to reload my HUD. I was like, Peter was the heavy, but it's not named that on my HUD. There we go. Ivo gets a nice kill there. They're doing a good job here. So Croatia seeing some surging forward. So got to note, I do have my STV chat up, so probably some inappropriate comments. Was, you know, a little bit of adult commentary earlier in the match too. Good teleporter right there. Important as an engineer, especially with that setup time, that you're building some tools. Also want to check that out real quick. Hey. And red has really recovered here. I'm not sure what exactly was the undoing of blue's push there, but they didn't have a successful push. Red really needs to get out and get aggressive. Very nice Wrangler setup here. Should be able to keep that alive for a while. Forces the Uber charge. It is a level 2 sentry, but maybe one reason why it was level 2 is level 2 is much quicker to move. So sometimes as an engineer, you should just keep it as a level 2 if you're going to be aggressively pushing forward. And +2, you can actually always build it close to a level 3 before you start picking it up and moving it, and then finish it off when you get it where you finally need it. Red team's got the gunslinger out, and they're doing a good job here, but blue might be able to stop them now. Heavy doing a good job against that demo man. Actually needs to stay in there, but there it is. Django Wagner gets a huge backstab, and that's going to let red team control the middle here. Good jump around by HBFS, and decent pressure coming in right now. Anto, I think, just trying to get right on top of the medic. You can see why, because Skeege, Scander, the red medic, had 22 health there. Doing much healthier already. Those medics know how to recover. And here we go. Tim trying to come from behind with the milk. The milk allows him to regain health as he does damage. Could be very helpful. Milk keeps your body strong. He's going to get the health pack down low. Probably come around here. Oh, right on top of them. And the heavy wasn't spun up, and he was like, you know, I don't care that you're here. I'm going to go for your medic. That allows the pressure to keep coming. Patrick kills the medic with a shotgun, I believe. Sorry. Yes, Patrick kills Ivic with a shotgun as he was flying in. So nice shoddy work there. Red taking the forward presence while controlling and pushing the cart. It's rolling in their direction. Wow, good flank here by the blue demo man. Gets the health pack. I don't know if he has the pain train. Would have been helpful for that turnaround, but you know, it's just kind of a back cap, and this is, you know, involves a cart, so it's kind of like 5 CP, except the control point, I believe, is healing these players and is mobile. So very interesting, and I think in some ways helps the push out. And it creates an interesting dynamic of fighting on top of the point, fighting at the choke, fighting in the yard. But red team is really doing a great job just approaching this map like a control point map. You got to get in and control the point and around the point before you get the capture. Blue spy called out there. I'm not sure who he was disguised as. That's what it seems like it was. His disguise probably gave him away. And look at this. They're already killing the medic, and they're not all bunched up on the cart. They're being very forward with their offense. They're getting the frags. Only a very few up for blue. And they're just going to keep getting the kills as they come out of spawn and as the cart gets closer to being captured here. So looks like Netherlands going to get 2-0. Sorry, I have the STV chat live with these guys, and I'm not live, and I'm letting them know that I have a cast in the works. Will be on YouTube, but not streaming it live because I can't really stream very smoothly. Sorry, where was I? Oh, somebody asked this. I did want to address this. Is the Dutch team strong or the Croatian one relatively weak? Well, I think the Dutch team is definitely strong. They are playing very well coordinated. Some big names in there. And look at that. Lucky Luke gets another snipe out of the gates. Yeah, definitely. Tim was infused. That's what they're saying. And X-Fane is beast. Lucky Luke playing very well. Jeremy Joling. I think Luke might have told me Demorge, I think was his player name. And he's a very talented player playing very well. Blue team has gotten the frags at this middle point, though. But as I say that, the spy gets a big backstab on the Croatian medic. And Croatia off to a tough start here. Skander, I saw, just got an Ubersaw kill as well. So we should keep the camera on him for a while. Yow! That goes out to Yip Day Polkip. And Red just charging forward here. Gonna get the Uber charge here. Should be a quick capture. I don't think that they should have a problem getting this forward. I don't know if somebody quit. I reloaded. It'd be sad if it was a rage quit. They're definitely kind of in a tough spot here. Probably not going to be able to recover. Red team surging in. They got this Uber charge. There's the Uber. Comes in on the demo man. The soldier with it as well. And they're again just going to push forward. Try to get kind of a spawn camp situation. Look at the flank going for the soldier. He's getting called out. The heavy trying to go up there to take care of it. He gets the kill on the medic anyways, though. Very, very tough. Blue's going to be able to push out a little bit, but actually, look at this. Wow, look at this. Nobody stopping the capture. And just red team getting frags. Very well executed. Had a little bit of tough luck going their way just at the very end. Their medic going down. But they're just so strong as a team that they just kept battering the cart, kept pushing it at them, and getting the capture. That's what it is all about, ladies and gentlemen. Very fun seeing this map, though. I would be curious to see this map between two more evenly matched teams. Croatia, you know, definitely they had their moments. But it just, you can't hang with this team, with the Netherlands roster that we had here today. And, you know, it's just like one of those matches. Every once in a while, you know, I'm talking about World Cup here because this is kind of similar to a World Cup, European Cup. But, you know, every once in a while you kind of have these small countries, and they have their moments of glory, and they're able to compete with the top teams. And that comes from when there's really a dedicated culture from that country. And, you know, if it's just, you know, luck of the draw for that time around in the Nations Cup. That moment you actually have all these pro players. I'm talking about, you know, like Ecuador. It's like Ecuador has a really great year in the World Cup. They play really well. Ghana, also Senegal, you know, where it's just this one year it all comes together. And you know, sometimes with that though, it does come back to having a culture of having people who are involved in the scene and who are saying, hey, you know, we have this Croatian server, and hey, you know, I have my friends, and I'm going to get a couple more of my local friends into this, and I'm getting to be a better player, and I'm helping other people become better players. And so that's why sometimes, too, you know, you have a culture in a country, and that's why you have disparity, where in the Netherlands they have a strong culture, and there's a lot of players that are very good that are from the Netherlands. So yeah. I think this Nations Cup is amazing. I'm glad that I can support it by producing a cast. I don't believe anybody was casting this match. Vanilla TF2 has been casting a bunch of matches. I don't get to cast European action very often, but lucky the cards fell together right here. And I was happy to be doing this for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. I'm your host, eXtime. I will see you next time. Peace out.